Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, we're hosting the largest urban regeneration project in Europe by the Ellinikon. Thank you for joining us, and I will let the stage. A round of applause, please, for our two gentlemen here.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you all. With me today is Alex Mulas, who runs the residential sales, and also Milena Pavlovic, who runs the marketing of all of the residential sales. We are Lambda Development, and I think that we heard some very interesting speeches and panels throughout the whole day, many of which refer to sustainability, sustainable cities, these things. What we're here to present today is an example of that, a smart, sustainable, 15-minute coastal front city within a city. Before we get into that, Alex is going to give you the full deep dive of the Ellinikon. We'd like to talk to you a little bit about Lambda Development, which is the parent company of the Ellinikon. All right, so we're Lambda Development. We're a real estate company out of Greece, the largest real estate developer. And we're working under a motto of creating destinations that building experiences that make every moment special. Before we talk about the Ellinikon, just a couple of things about the history of Lambda, which basically started as a developer and ended up being an operator as well of three main sectors that both have very good supply and demand fundamentals, primarily the marinas, the malls, and the development of the Ellinikon, which is our biggest development project right now. As far as malls go, we own four. There we go. We own four different malls, all of them unique in what they offer within Greece. The largest shopping destination in Athens, which is called the Mall Athens. The most sophisticated shopping destination in Athens, which is the Golden Hall. And then the premier designer outlet, which is out close by the airport. And also the largest shopping center in the northern side of Greece, the Mediterranean Cosmos. We also have significant built-in growth on top of that with two new landmark developments that are being built as part of the Ellinikon, which are going to add another 120,000 square meters of development and GLA going forward. The second sector that we already have investment assets on is the marinas, and we have the Flisvos Marina, which is Greece's first exclusive marina for mega yachts, and also Agios Kosmas Marina, which is part of the Ellinikon project again, and it's going under a very significant renovation, dredging to accommodate mega yachts and create another landmark destination within the Athenian Riviera. That's a growing business as well. Recently we acquired the rights to develop the Corfu Marina, which is going to be the largest mega yacht marina in the Ionian Sea, serving the Greek market as well as the Mediterranean market. All in all, these businesses create an EBITDA of about 90 million euro per year for 2023, with significant growth on a year-over-year basis. Just sort of indicatively, it's a portfolio valued at about 3.5 billion euro of assets. And we're listed in the Athens Stock Exchange with a market cap of about 1.3 billion euro, 1.3 billion euros. Now, I have this slide here because I always feel the need to say that not all malls fundamentals are the same. Basically, although the malls market in some of the rest of the world, Europe and the US included, is in a sort of different point in the business cycle. Greece is one that it's right in the beginning of the business cycle, and that can be very easily shown by the density at about 56 square meter by 1,000 people, which is, about a third of what it would be for Romania or Bulgaria, and a fourth of what it would be for some other developed metropolitan areas. Now, the Ellinikon, which is what we're here to talk to you about. And I'd love to give you the full introduction, but I think Alex is going to do that, so I don't want to steal much of the glory, but just to give you the quick overview, 6.2 million square meters, the largest urban regeneration project in Europe, in a unique location with unique natural beauty. It's going to include a 2 million square meter park and 2.7 million square meters of development that we're going to go into detail and tell you how all of that is going to be built out over the next few slides. Total investment in excess of 8 billion euros, and essentially it is estimated to bring another 20 to 25,000 inhabitants when it is completed over a 10 to 15 year horizon, and provide a full lifestyle solution driven by the motto of building experiences to make people's lives better. And by the experience that we've had from the previous developments, this is a holistic solution, building a city from scratch, a city that is within a city, but doing it right, using the best partners, and essentially delivering what we like to call zip code paradise by the end of it. Now, I don't want to bore you with this, and I think some of you already know the stats on Greece, but I'm just going to basically mention a couple of things which make Greece an attractive destination, not only for investment, but also for living and whatnot. I think that Greece has gone through 10 to 15 years of austerity and some pretty negative headlines, but we're way past that. We're actually developing and growing at one of the top rates in the European economy over the past couple of years, with solid GDP growth for 2022, solid GDP growth for 2023, outpacing the European averages, and we expect to see the same going forward as well. And one of the things that makes this project so great is that it is truly based on supply and demand fundamentals that are in the favor of the project. And what do I mean by that? Because of these austerity measures and whatnot, residential development in Athens really lacked over the past 10 to 15 years leading up to 2019 or thereabouts. It fell to about 10% of what it was previously. What that has created is a sort of an undersupply problem of modern living apartments that could be attractive for international buyers as well. And to sort of put the bigger sort of paintbrush on it, that is also shown on foreign direct investment. As you can see in that graph right here, foreign direct investment has really come back in Greece over the past 3-4 years. You're basically talking about double the foreign direct investment over the past 4 years than what it was for the last 8 years altogether. So significant movement there that's being translated into numbers as well. And the Athenian Riviera is a focal spot, a focal point of that resurgence in the real estate market. I think it is not only because it actually is becoming a Riviera. We've always said that we have an Athenian Riviera, but this, over the past couple of years, we're actually seeing it transforming it into a true Riviera with top-of-the-line brands, world-renowned experiences, and also because of the anticipation of the Ellinikon project. So I think that there's a bit of circularity there, whereby there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of anticipation for the development, which feeds the Athenian Riviera, and we will thereafter feed the Athenian Riviera with the project itself. And this is just a very brief overview of what the residential development of the project is going to be. We're talking about 1,500 units in the first phase, basically through 27, and then another, call it 6,500 to 7,500 units through the remaining phases. So at its totality, you're talking about 8,000 to 9,000 residential units and probably 20 to 25,000 new inhabitants in the area. With that, I'm going to pass it over to Alex to give some more details.
Hi, everybody. Pleasure to be here with you. Let me just go to the slide. So yeah, we saw what Lambda is. We're the master developer of the Ellinikon. Few key highlights of the macro. I mean, what's happening in Greece, but also Athens on the real estate side and the residential side. And also the great focus that we have had the last 5 years, I would say, from international, let's say, demand, focusing on the real estate in Greece. So that has boosted the economy, it has boosted the real estate across all sectors, but most importantly, the residential and the hospitality. So the Ellinikon Riviera, this is a CGI is the vision of what we want to create. That's 3.5 kilometers coastal front. It's actually right in the heart of the most prime real estate and residential part of Athens, and yet really close. It's in 20 minutes from the city center, another half an hour from the airport. And it's part of the European capital called Athens, of course, great connectivity, 5 million people, catchment area. So a lot of great things that are happening. This is a few slides to get an idea of what we want to create. We've been working with top architects and top master planners and designers across all our projects. You get a feeling of what the park will look like. Just to give you the scale, the Ellinikon Park will be 1.5 times the size of Hyde Park in London and pretty much a little bit smaller than Central Park in New York. International connectivity, I'm not going to stay on that, but Athens is greatly connected from, within 2 or 4 hours, let's say, flights. You have pretty much a lot of catchment area, and we'll show you later on where our clients are coming from. This is actually where the Ellinikon sits, is, as I said before, on the really prime location in Athens, close to a lot of things. Glyfada, right next door, is the most prime, let's say, area of Athens in the south, and Viagmeni and Voula, also attracting a lot of international clients and expats that actually have moved to Greece to work. A few key highlights, Apostolos mentioned a few of them. So the land is 6.2 million square meters. So this is three times the size of Monaco. So you understand that, as we said, is a 15-minute city, right? 2.7 million square meters is the buildable area that we can develop, but we're going to do that by putting all the buildings actually will cover less than 5% footprint. So the remaining will be open areas, of course the park and green space. 2 million square meters is the land, 3.5 kilometers is the coastline with 1 kilometer great beach that we actually do all the marine works as we speak, and we're going to make it amazing. Close to 80,000 new jobs will be created during construction of the site. We have estimated that is around 2.5% of the GDP of the state upon full completion. So you understand, that's why actually the government has greatly supported the project all these years. We expect to create, it says 1 million new international tourists, but we expect to be more. That's actually a figure a few years ago. And already 3.3 billion square meters are the revenues of the first phase. That not only includes the residential sales, includes agreements on the commercial side, retail space, other agreements that we'll discuss later on. So we have been working with top international architects. So the master plan has been Foster & Partners. Foster also have designed the Riviera Tower, which you see at the bottom left, which is the tallest and greenest, actually most sustainable residential tower across the Mediterranean. It's fully sold out. We'll show later on. So great demand, and a lot of them actually, a lot of the clients are Greeks. Sasaki has designed all the open areas, the Metropolitan Park, so the Ellinikon Park, but also all the open areas. Kengo Kuma from Asia has designed the Riviera Galleria, which we'll show later. BIG, Bjarke Ingels, has designed one of our projects, and IDAS has also designed the shopping center with the tower. As we say, the Ellinikon is a destination for everybody. So here you can see the puzzle, and what I like saying is that the Ellinikon is a puzzle of use classes, but experience as well. So from the residential, with more than 8,000 residences, to shopping centers, to over 3,000 hotel keys. We've already signed with Mandarin Oriental. We announced it, that we're going to announce 2 more international luxury operators, together with branded residences. We have integrated casino resort that will be operated by Hard Rock. We have the shopping centers, as we said before. We have office spaces, more than 300,000 square meters of office space, grade A+, sports facilities, healthcare, medical, and education. So this is all part of the Ellinikon, and this is the distances walking or cycling from the center and the heart of the whole of the Ellinikon across. So you can see actually, great connectivity and sustainability. The master plan, I'm not going to stay long here, but whatever you see in blue are the residences sitting right, in the perimeter of the park with amazing views and excellent quality. And then, of course, we'll discuss the other developments, let's say, later. As we said before, sustainability is in the heart of what we do, and the smart element as well. So the sustainable development pillars are three: decarbonization, transition to net zero, of course, on everything we do. So the circularity, meaning net zero waste and water. People and prosperity, meaning offering new jobs, of course, and being inclusive. Whether we offer, let's say, a lot of, residential units, and not they're very expensive, but we accommodate pretty much every request. When it comes to smart, we have a great advantage that we can set up, and we're currently actually, we'll show the construction progress. We're implementing all the infrastructure that is necessary for every part of the development to be smart ready. Whether this has to do with let's say, the wireless and the 5G infrastructure, the smart mobility, the water efficiency, energy efficiency, all these things that actually improve, and whether you're a resident or a tenant or anybody, a tourist or a guest, you can access and see everything you want in the Ellinikon from your app. Over the last 24 months, we have had a great coverage across the biggest media globally, from the Forbes to the Times to the Bloomberg. We have been out there. Now I'm going to pass it over again to Apostolos to talk to you about the strategic partnerships and the joint venture that we've done, and then we'll end up with a residential outlook.
Thank you, Alex. I think that just a really brief mention here, just to give you an idea of, when you're building a city within a city, you can't necessarily do everything by yourself, and you can't necessarily deliver everything by yourself at an efficient timeline. So the strategic plan overall has been one that we concentrate on the virtues and the expertise that we have, and then also partner with other people, either in terms of a JV or in terms of actually do some land sales or leases for other people to develop alongside Lambda development, so that we can deliver this paradise city as quickly as possible. So just a brief overview, we're obviously developing the malls and the marinas ourselves, which is something that we have a lot of experience in the past, as well as the vast majority of the residential developments. On the strategic joint venture side, we are partnering with Temes to create two five-star hotel destinations. One of them is going to be Mandarin Oriental. The other one hasn't been announced yet, but a name of equal stature. With Brooklyn Capital to do the mixed-use tower, and then also with other companies to do the sports complex, obviously the integration of the whole smart city, and other projects, including build-to-rent residential project, which is a sort of new product for Greece, in the sense that there hasn't been a professionally managed, organized build-to-rent residential product in the past. So something that we are developing from scratch and are really excited about. Also, there's some other deals that we have done where we have less of a participation. An example of that is the integrated resort and casino, which is being done. We've leased the land out to a third party, Hard Rock and Yakturna, a local contractor, that are doing that in a JV between themselves. And then the Yacht Club and Marina Residences done by Orlina Properties. And then a few others, obviously the education, healthcare, and things like that. At the end of the day, the idea is to develop all of these amenities or experiences, all of these things that are additive to the residential experience, and are these things that provide that full lifestyle solution on a fairly quick manner, and have them ready for our first residents when the Riviera Tower, the condos, and other developments are completed. Oh, thank you. I think that's it. We're gonna now play a very short video just to show you basically vision from reality. We've shown you a lot of vision. Construction works are well underway, and here you go.
So that video is actually back in December, so it's a month ago. A lot of construction since then has happened, has taken place. It always feels me personally, but also a lot of the Greeks with pride when we see this video, because from being an abandoned airport for almost 20 years, seeing this progress every day, I think change and all that is really, really, really rewarding and unique. So I'll give you an overview of the residential projects. Again, we're not here to sell. We're not here to raise capital. We're just here to flag the flag of the Ellinikon and increase awareness of the project globally. So, residential projects overview. 1,500 apartments is part of the first phase. These are to be delivered. All of them are pretty much under construction and will be delivered to the residents, let's say, in less than 2 years from today. Already, we've done the residences of the Athenian Riviera, which are the 300 units, really prime residential, actually, on the coastal front, which is the Riviera Tower, the Cove Villas, and the Cove Residences. Already sold out in record times. Actually, we launched them in 2021. Every project was sold in less than 6 months. Over 1.1 billion worth of sales. The Riviera Tower is actually this project over here, designed by Foster Partners, 53 stories, 170 residences. It's pure residential. It's the most luxury project ever. Prices from 9,000 at the lower floor, 9,000 euros per square meter, up to 35,000 euros per square meter. The penthouses were sold for 26 million each, so we had 2 of them. The Cove Villas, again, that's a really nice collection of 27 villa plots. 100% sold out, price between 6 million to 30 million. I'm giving you the numbers so you actually put it into perspective as well. A really nice mix of international clients, a Greek diaspora, and Greek domestic that live actually in Athens. The next one is the Cove Residences. That's a great collection of 115 high-end luxury residential, with a lot of them with private gardens and private roof terraces and pools. And tickets from 1.5 million, pretty much a little bit less, up to 6 million euros, all of them sold out. Now we're going now to the area that we call Little Athens. So Little Athens is a new neighborhood in Athens and in the Ellinikon, and comprises a really nice collection of different, let's say, projects. It's designed by Greek or international architects, so great design there, but also retail units on the ground floor that sustain living 24/7 and create the feeling of a really nice neighborhood. We have a very quick film it's a lifestyle actually video of Little Athens, so clients actually can understand and feel what living in Little Athens at the Ellinikon might look like. So a typical day in Little Athens with your home, you can, live in your apartment, you can work, let's say, in the nearby offices, you can go and enjoy a dinner, let's say, by the marina, you can go to the beach. Very quickly, these are the projects that we launched in the first phase. It's a collection of 560 residential apartments, different design, different architects, a nice mix of international and local architects, really good Greek offices. 560 units, we are almost now 80% sold out. The main point here is that we accommodate for every taste and every client. For example, whether you are looking for one-bedroom apartment investment, for example, at 55 square meters, you can buy in the Ellinikon with less than, let's say, 400,000 euros up to the best penthouses with amazing views, the private terraces and everything. So it's really important, and this is part of the brief that we give to the architects. We need to accommodate for the mid to upper, of course, because it's a really high-end product in a prime location, but not only to the very expensive and the very high-end clients. So, because the main driver here, and this is one of the points that we ask our clients and we really nurture our clients, is why are you buying in the Ellinikon? Why do you want to buy? Are you buying for investment? Are you buying for investment purposes? Are you buying as a primary home? Are you buying for Golden Visa or a second home? So this is really critical for us to achieve more than 60 to 70%. We want the houses to be inhabited. We don't want empty buildings. It's really critical. So this is a snapshot of our database. So now these 12,000 international clients, that was actually a couple of months ago. Now we have 15,000 clients from 110 countries. That's really, really important for us. It's a really nice balance between Greece and internationals. The top markets from international markets is the US. Of course, British, Germany, Canada, Switzerland, Australia, UAE, Israel, and from the Middle East, actually, Israel, Turkey, and Egypt are the top markets. And of course, a really nice mix of other international markets. You see at the bottom the key purchase motivation. So this answers why someone is buying at Ellinikon. 41% investment rental. That means that a lot of them will put it back in the market, so the house will be inhabited. But this includes also clients who want the capital appreciation. Just to mention that every year, pretty much, we have between 5 and 10% capital appreciation of the price. So this is really, really good. Primary home, 1/3 of it. Second home, holiday houses, 20%. These are most of the internationals. And trophy assets, of course, and a small percentage of golden visas as well. And this is the last slide. Sorry for throwing a lot of numbers and being fast, but conscious of time as well. That's the last slide. These are the key investment highlights that actually make Greece, but also, at the Ellinikon, very attractive to locals and international, especially internationals. So what we have on the left-hand side is a number of incentives that the Greek government introduced back in 2019, around them. So that was in an effort to actually bring back all the drain all the Greeks that left during the crisis, but also attract international, capital and people. So there is a golden visa program at 800,000 euros. So if you buy a house over that amount, you get a 5-year residency permit in Greece. The non-dom regime is perhaps one of the most, if not the most attractive in Europe at the moment. We're looking at 100,000, and this address, of course, to the ultra high net worth and the high net worth, 100,000 euros flat fee a year on your global income, without the requirement to actually stay in the country a minimum number of days. So that's one of the most attractive ones, especially since I think the UK, they're gonna stop it quite soon. We have, a lot of things about digital nomads, about that, really good incentive, actually, tax reductions for a number of years and all that. So this is, what's happening on the macro level. Now, on our side, the residential offering of the Ellinikon is quite unique for a number of reasons. Apart from the scale of the Ellinikon and the uniqueness of the site and the location, we have a diverse residential collection. As I said before, we can accommodate every kind of demand and buyer. We have a unique investment opportunity, as I said before, the capital appreciation and a healthy rental return that we forecast. We have a payment plan as well, so you don't really need to pay your money up front. There is a well-structured payment plan according to construction progress. Everything, by the way, in the residential side is freehold, by the way, so this is also quite good. We're putting together now the property and facility management team that's going to be ready in the next couple of years. This is, we want to offer a hassle-free experience end-to-end. So clients who live, especially abroad, they don't have to worry about anything. There's going to be the Ellinikon homeowners community. This is actually, a lot of things that you can, whether this is discounts, news or new releases or, anything that actually can be of interest to you, being a homeowner. And of course, we work with all the Greek banks and we offer Greek financing. The idea here is that we have special packages for our clients and we want to make it as easy as possible. So that was, in a nutshell, the Ellinikon. A lot of information. Any of you that happen to be in Athens will be delighted to show you around. We have a beautiful facility. We call it the Experience Center. It's the biggest visitor center in Europe. And there we showcase the maquette, the lifestyle, and also what the Ellinikon will be about. So next time you're in Athens, pop over and happy to show you around. Thank you.
Where do you put the wine like that?
I do the reception and put back in the fridge.
Give him to taste. I don't know, Joaquin left
Yes.
and Riot left. Right. So you wanted to taste it?
Yeah.
You can open it already.
The first week of February is not
Yeah, you don't.
3 or 5 of February is the best time. You have to stop.
It's no point to go all together. Does that make sense? Because he's not the guy like
You're not going to be in the fifth floor.
You know what? Listen, me, I don't need the reason. I'm coming home. You know, like 10 years. I'm based in Hobart, on the eastern province, but I'm still regionally out, you know. I'm sort of disappointed to see Saudi was the... I would say if you want to do something on a quicker scale, it's here, it's not in the problem. That's what I said. If you want something to have a smaller scale, very targeted, then that's what you can do.
Maybe let's say your group or two targets, put your market, say how much months ago we arranged this. Relaxed.
And also, great job to Davos.
When you drive now, you see the tire versus the tire.
The whole process almost at the same time. It's a very key element for the success of the project. Because, yes, because we know the problem is that there's a lot of development. They develop one part, and then people start moving in, and then it's a construction site all over for the rest of and it's horrible. And this is smart. And this is very smart.
Pleasure to meet. Gonna see you.
Next week we'll be on the phone altogether.
Thank you.
Before you get too busy.
Hi. Michael. Nice to meet you.
Hospitality manager.
I attended the presentation.
Oh, that's good. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. I've seen it in real life. I've seen the
With the Monaco Yacht Club.
yeah, the maquette. It was fantastic. And of course, the location you cannot beat that.
You got your one business.
I always go for season. But no, I haven't been. So it's been almost a year.
Private membership.
Yeah, that's what Emmanuel told me. I haven't seen it.
I made a whole team here, analysis, really specializes in that. But also, that's what I would like to invest as well. Because it's like this is the right.
Excellent. I used to take your best in London and
So many years, you have your wine,
So before that, Alex, 20 years was the last one was I was kind of more before that, before I was involved in hotel, everything I started my career but then with the family at 28, my wife is as well.
yeah, they decided to set up a company with the best experience.
My team is international, it's always like United Nations.
I'm really keen what I was discussing because now we didn't see the shop at another tower, which is 200 meters. Like to get a tower, it's better. It's on terrible.
Share with you the digital one. Make sure we don't lose out as well. So I'll give you
And I'll do the same as well.
Hello.
One thing he mentioned yesterday that start early enough, when the project is not over, but getting involved at the same time. That's great.
Really?
we found each other really well. Still, operational like
Thank you. There's no.
But if you have your business cards, just one.
I can hear you.
Where are you from?
Let's try this one.
Morocco. Oh, I see.
Okay.
We want to do something better.
So you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, the thing is that small ways nothing lacks. Now you see a lot of
Please text me back when you hear me.
great. Within the world of Astoria, there exists the Athens Kingdom. One of them will be 4,000 That's great.
Can you hear me?
Totally different. Totally different.
No connection problems.
But you really want to see, you want the desert, you want the experience, you want the food, you want the mountains.
Fantastic.
You don't want everything in one place.
Withstanding.
Honestly, or Saudi now, yes. Yeah, because now it's open, but before it was not open to people.
like to give you the try and innovation on the we were not expecting that. So I ate mine as well, 80,000 bucks. What did you think about this? I just want to. Yes,
That's one place you must buy as well. If you ever want to live history, not history, live
it's
history.
about my parents can
Really? That's it. So, it's for me like because in most of the world, these old sites are abandoned and kept or preserved for tourists to see it. In the past, it's different. People still live. People still use the old market. People still use the old mosque, everything. So everything's still in use. So it's like you're living. You go to prayer. You're praying in a mosque that's 1,200 years. Insane. Still now. Until now, every prayer. You go to the souk. It's the same souk that's hundreds and hundreds of years still existed. So this is the beauty of it.
If you ever come to the region again, please.
Now I have a
We will do a tour. It means a lot for us because those cities actually are not very known.
In Meknes they have good wine. Yes.
Well, you should like visit. The hotel is like 15 minutes away from like really 15 minutes away, and all the vineyards are just nearby.
The wines are very close to the Bordeaux wines in France. It's very close. Oh, it's fantastic wines. Fantastic. You will not be disappointed.
This guy.
Of course, yes.
I didn't tell him yet, but I might put some vineyards in the terrace, and I'm gonna tell him, Emmanuel, I want to do a few bottles.
I know this.
We're going to do something.
No, that's fantastic.
Showing the video we did for marinas.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I saw it.
But that's our plan.
Yeah, fantastic. No, great job. I told him like from yesterday. I told him great job. Great job. Now it shows the experience that you would have, and this is what matters.
Definitely, but actually, I should not say that, but it's a shame because we only did it for 5 days, so it was not as well as good as we should have expected.
But you've done a good job. Othman, Blanche, yeah, okay, good. So yeah, no, fantastic. You guys done a good job.
Any other projects you can
Total is going to be possibly 80 months.
just exciting tomorrow with the Monaco day.
Yeah. Amazing. Now we have a tour guide in Morocco. So I owe her to go to Morocco, so I want to take her there.
Otherwise, Morocco or South of
I only know the other part of. Sorry, is it yours or me or from me? Okay. So you're hoping that you're on this part.
It's about
The south, the furthest south I've been is Santa Fe. That's it. It's a long coast. Going further after that?
So this is 3 years old.
They're gonna open the wine. If it's finished, I'm offended.
You should make a podcast on it.
Yeah.
1 second, I'm gonna steal you. This is a good friend of Dustin.
It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
You're invited. What we can also do is set up. I love tell them my secret sauce because he's my one. I create master classes. I go to companies and say, okay, what do you need? We need A, B, C, and D. Great. Didn't properly say that was the master
I
class.
saw you on a phone call outside the Abraham House. I'm the founder of the Abraham House.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I loved your energy.
My name's Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, and you know Dustin well?
Yes.
So he's the one who...
Well, he's a new friend, but we clicked. We made a connection.
Amazing. And yourself, what do you do?
The only thing we
I'm on the Monaco side of things.
Okay.
So I represent the Prince Albert II Monaco Foundation, and I'm on the executive committee of an organization in Prince Albert called Monaco Private Label, with 2,000 ultra-high net worth members from 70 different countries around the world.
Who service the...
Yeah, and I've been knighted by Prince Albert for all my work towards Monaco, so I'm very much integrated into the Monaco
So you know
reality.
Alexandra, and you know who's the head of the foundation? I was speaking to him last week.
Olivia Wendy.
Yes, is he here?
He will be, no, he's not here, but there's a chance he will be tomorrow.
So I was dealing with him because he wanted to see if the Prince of Monaco could come over for a minute to the Abraham House next door in support of the Abraham Accords and the project we're doing.
Interesting. I know his program is extremely tight. It's very difficult. Riyadh. Amazing. It's extremely tight because we have National Day of Mourning tomorrow because the Prime Minister died. So it's touch and go. What's going to happen?
I can't be everywhere. I wish I could.
Let's connect.
I would love really to hear that. It was very interesting.
I'm happy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Before I go, I want to make sure we are connected.
Sure.
And then bring you
Send me your details when you get a chance.
Sure. Thank you. Do you want a card as well?
You can send me. Thank you.
Okay, and then I'll drop you a note.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
I wanted to pay for dinner, and then your team was saying it's kind of not sure whether it's possible, so I just wanted to...
It's good.
You sure? I'm very happy to. I don't know where to pay.
I love connecting with people. I never there is necessity to discuss. If there is anything on both sides of the gap, but the most important thing I'm based in France, I'm based
but I'm a citizen of the world. I travel all over the world. I'm often in Dubai, but now I'm most of my time in Saudi. Jeddah, Riyadh, I mean, but if I'm in Saudi, I also pass by Dubai for 1 or 2 days. I have an office in Dubai, and now we are opening our office in Saudi. I design first. I create the fabric. I have the technology of making the product with the fabric. Then we design this fabric, and then we sell the fabric. We sell the final ultra luxury final product to all the properties. That is, it's all the process from day to day. But all our fabric is made high technology, sustainable, ultra luxury, and something out of the box. Wherever, I mean, if tomorrow you say, for example, I'm in Athens, I want my property to be unique. The one I'm putting on Athens, we can make your property in Athens the best. You want it in all Greece, it will be the one in all Greece. If you want it the best in all Europe, you can make it in all Europe. If you want it the one and only worldwide, you can make it all worldwide. I mean, we have all the tools to create something so unique, so exceptional, so high level, so impossible to find similar. Why? Because first of all, we have the fabric, and we have the technology, and we have the fashion. We are the only company who do fashion shows. And what we do as a fashion, it's not the role. I mean, it's something also other places to show you, like to have an example. All this we do with our captivated one. This we get with international Yes, sure. Yes, when we bring the sheikh, yes, exactly. You told me, I say he's a very close friend, and in February, I'm going to be in Riyadh for a week. We see the sign the first economy. It's in the south of 2 hours driving from Riyadh. I will meet the team of the minister. The minister of tourism was yesterday in Saudi. He was here yesterday in Saudi House. And I will meet the minister of ecology. And minister of tourism, not sure it will be next time. I stay 4 days. I will meet different other people. And then I fly to Dubai, and I will be with the Sheikh already, and I will spend time with him and with many other hospitals. I was already great. But it's very, very...
Yes, please. I want to.
Let me finish.
No, he will.
It's fine.
He's a friend. He's a friend, Riyadh. So.
Alessandro, nice to meet you.
Alexander.
He's Alessandro, nice to meet you.
He wanted to meet with you, so please.
Okay.
Stay.
No, it's fine. Oh, man, let them wait. I have many people waiting.
So, you are the developer of... Okay, I missed the presentation. I'm sorry.
It's fine, don't worry.
But I spent my entire life in real estate, also in Miami, in Italy, whatever, so I'm always interested in new developments.
What are you developing? Are you working?
No, now I'm producing gin. So I'm here for the gin.
Gin?
Yeah.
Amazing. Drinks?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But I always keep my eyes open if there are some opportunities to invest, not as a developer, of course, but...
I mean, okay, good. Have a look at the... you can call me, you can... And I can arrange a presentation with my team as well.
Okay.
But broadly, are you interested? I guess you're interested about residential, right?
Yeah.
As an investment.
Yeah.
So it can be, we have everything from 1 bedroom, let's say 400,000 euros up to really high end. By the way, but mix of 1 to 4 bedrooms, different prices and all that. So, okay. And we
end-to-end experience.
Okay, so basically, I check on the website. I think
we have everything. We have a lot of things there.
Okay.
CGIs, videos, walkthroughs, brochures. But the best thing would be get an idea, get in touch to arrange a Teams meeting, and then we can. Okay. Are you coming to Athens?
Thank you very much.
Look at the bottom. He ages wine underwater.
Αφήστε το πλάστικα ρε.
Santorini. Κοίτα.
Γιατί αλλιώς κάνει και η Γκάια στη Σαντορίνη.
Just open the bottom.
Give one to Alex.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Autofly Constantino, Autofly. Μεγάλη, είναι σε φωτογράφους. Super.
άλλο πράγμα. Και ήταν τα παιδιά πάνω, ήταν τα βέρνες. Κατέβαινε πάνω στο νερό, πάνω στο πατόδρομο για να φτάσεις. This group, so